The human language is impossible. My human talks to me. A lot. And when I say a lot, I mean all day, morning, afternoon, even late at night. When I'm just trying to enjoy a peaceful nap, she talks about everything. The weather, the neighbors, the mailman, her work, her friends. Sometimes, she even tells me the entire story of her day. And I sit there, looking at her, trying my very best to understand. I tilt my head. I focus very carefully. I listen to every word. But the more she talks, the more confused I get, because human language is extremely complicated, and I'm starting to suspect humans don't fully understand it either. Let's start with the word sit. My human says it all the time. Biscuit, sit. So naturally, I sit, like a professional, back straight, tail still, perfect posture. And then she smiles and says, good boy, which means I did the right thing. Excellent. Clear instructions. Easy system. But then, something strange happens. 5 minutes later, I sit down again. Same posture, same professionalism, same dedication. And suddenly, my human says, Biscuit, don't sit there. Now I'm confused. Because earlier, sitting was excellent behavior. Now sitting is apparently illegal. So now I have questions. Was sitting good? Or was sitting bad? Is sitting only good in specific locations? Is there a sitting rulebook I was not given? Because from my perspective, this whole system seems very poorly organized. And yet somehow, I'm the one who gets blamed. Then there is the most powerful word in the entire human language. Walk. The moment I hear it, everything changes. My ears stand up. My tail starts moving. My heart fills with hope. My legs prepare for adventure. Because when a human says walk, that means we are going outside. Immediately. This is the law. This is the agreement. This is the contract between dogs and humans. But sometimes, my human says something very confusing. She says, Biscuit, do you want to go for a walk? And of course I do. I run to the door. I wag my tail. I prepare my body for greatness. But then, she says the most devastating words in the universe. Not right now. Excuse me? You said the word. You cannot say the word. And then cancel the walk. That is not how language works. That is emotional manipulation. Then we arrive at the snack situation. This one is deeply confusing. My human looks at me very seriously and says, Biscuit, no more treats today. Very firm, very official. So naturally, I accept my fate. I lie down. I reflect on life. I try to move on. But then, something unbelievable happens. My human walks into the living room with a bag of snacks, crunchy snacks, delicious snacks, very loud snacks. And she sits right in front of me, opens the bag, and starts eating. Crunch, crunch, crunch. And the entire time, she's looking at me, smiling, enjoying every bite. So let me understand this correctly. No treats for me, but unlimited snacks for you. This system feels extremely unfair. But there is one phrase, one very dangerous phrase, that humans say all the time. A phrase that sounds hopeful, but almost never means anything. The phrase is, we'll see. My human says it whenever I ask for something important, like a walk, or a treat, or another treat. I look at her with my most powerful puppy eyes, and she says, maybe later. We'll see. At first, I believed her. I sat patiently, waiting, watching, observing the situation. Minutes passed, then hours, then nothing. No walk, no snack, no explanation, just silence. And over time, I began to realize something very disturbing. We'll see does not mean we will see. It means nothing is going to happen. So after many days, many conversations, and many confusing instructions, I have reached a conclusion. Human language is extremely complicated. Words change meaning. Rules change constantly. And sometimes, humans say things they don't actually mean. From a scientific perspective, this system is very unreliable. However, after careful research, I have discovered something very important. There is one word, one perfect word, that humans never misuse. One word that is always honest, always clear, always accurate. The word is treat. The moment I hear it, I understand everything. Human language suddenly makes sense. My ears rise. My tail moves. My heart fills with hope. Because finally, a word that actually means what it says. After years of research and countless confusing commands, I've learned one thing for sure. Humans are impossible to understand. Rules change. Words lie. Snacks disappear mysteriously. But there is hope, because some humans actually love dogs like me, and some humans give treats when they mean it. So here's what I need from you, fellow humans. If you understand a dog's life, or just want to see more of my adventures, click subscribe, or I might just steal your snacks next.